Have you ever seen a muscle car so rare that it makes gearheads freeze mid-sentence? Yeah, the kind you never even knew existed. And it turns out GM made quite a few of them in the 1980s. These aren't the usual Camaros or Firebirds you see at every car meet. Nope, we're talking about true unicorns. Muscle cars from General Motors that slipped through the cracks, showed up in tiny numbers, and disappeared just as fast. Ready for a trip back in time because some of these cars are going to make you say, wait, GM made that? Let's kick things off with a car that practically growled out of the factory, the 1987 Buick GNX. Now sure, the Grand National gets all the love, but the GNX was the ultimate version, the real kingpin. Buick only made 547 units, and under the hood was a turbocharged 3.8 LV6 tuned by none other than McLaren. Not kidding. It made 276 horsepower officially, but most believe it was way higher, more like 300 plus. This thing hit 0-60 in under 5 seconds, and back in the ADS, that was Ferrari territory. It was stealthy all black and built for domination. No chrome, no nonsense, just pure turbocharged muscle wrapped in a Regal body. And here's what makes it extra special. While most cars from the ADS were gasping for air due to emissions rules, the GNX was out there crushing Corvettes and Mustangs like it was nothing. A true legend. Next up, the 1986-1987 Chevy Monte Carlo SS Aerocoupe. You might be thinking, what's so special about a Monte Carlo? Well, the Aerocoupe was a homologation special. In plain English, Chevy had to make 200 of these for NASCAR to let them race it, and boy did it work. It featured a unique sloped rear window and a redesigned trunk lid, all for better aerodynamics on the track. Only 200 made in 86 and just over 6,000 in 87. Under the hood, you had a 305 CI V8 pushing 180 horsepower. Not huge by today's standards, but the styling and intention were pure motorsport. It's a piece of NASCAR history hiding in plain sight. On the Pontiac side, we had their own take. The 1986 Pontiac Grand Prix 2+2. Sounds confusing, right? It was Pontiac's answer to the Monte Carlo Aerocoupe. It had that same aero rear window, but with a bubble-style glass that looked wild from the side. The front end was stretched for better airflow, and they gave it special spoilers, too. Only 1,225 of these were ever made. Power came from a high-to-lip 305 CI V8, but again, it wasn't really about raw speed. It was about racing credentials. This was one of those cars that looked fast, and then you found out it was made for NASCAR, and it just became 10 times cooler. Let's swing back to Chevy again. Ever heard of the 1985 Camaro IROX Z1LE? Most people know the IROX as the ultimate ADS Camaro, a mullet magnet with serious style. But the 1LE, that was a ghost. Chevy didn't even advertise it. It was built as a race-ready package for showroom stock road racing. The 1LE got upgraded brakes from the Corvette, stiffer suspension, an aluminum drive shaft, and even had things like air conditioning deleted to save weight. It was a no-frills, track-focused version of the Camaro. Only a handful were made each year, and they're almost impossible to find today, especially unmodified. Now here's one that'll make you raise your eyebrows. The El Camino SS Choo Choo Customs Edition. Yes, that's a real name. Between 1983 and 1987, Chevy worked with a small company in Chattanooga, Tennessee called Choo Choo Customs. They turned El Caminos into sporty SS versions with unique front ends, ground effects, and custom decals. The kicker? They didn't actually boost performance. Nope, these were all about looks. Flashy, fun, and totally over the top. Less than 5,000 were ever made, and if you find one today in decent shape, congrats. You've just found one of the rarest custom collabs of the 80s. Let's shift gears to Oldsmobile. Remember them? In 1983 and 1984, they released the Hearst/Olds Cutless as a throwback to their muscle glory days. It featured the lightning rod shifter system, which looked like 3 gear levers side by side. Why? Because 80s. These cars had a 307 CI V8 with around 180 horsepower. Not blistering fast, but solid for the era. The real appeal was the looks. T-tops, black and silver paint, aggressive stripes. Only 3,001 were made in 83 and 3,500 in 84, making them seriously rare. It was a muscle car with some flair, and one of the last cool Oldsmobiles before the brand faded into the background. Now let's talk Firebird, specifically the Pontiac Trans Am GTA from the late 80s. This was Pontiac trying to blend brute force with class. The GTA had a 5.7 LV8 known as the L98, borrowed straight from the Corvette. It pumped out around 225, 245 horsepower, depending on the year, which was no joke in 1987. You got a digital dash, leather seats, gold mesh wheels. This thing was slick and rare, too. The GTA wasn't mass-produced like the base Firebird. In 87, only 13,000 GTAs were made, and that number dropped in later years. It was a true gentleman's muscle car with Corvette power and ADS flair. Feeling nostalgic? Then let's take a weird turn. The Chevy Citation X11 was GM's experiment in making a performance car out of a front-wheel drive hatchback. Sounds crazy, right? But in 1981-85, Chevy gave this compact car a high teleport, 2.8 LV6, sport-tuned suspension, and even aluminum wheels. The result? It actually handled pretty well. It wasn't a tire-roasting monster, but it had heart. Around 10,000 were made in its peak year, but today, you'll be lucky to find one that hasn't rusted into the ground. Another low-key beast, the Buick Regal Type. Think of it as the stealth version of the Grand National. Same 3.8L turbo V6, same performance, just way more understated. No blacked-out body, no Darth Vader vibes. It flew under the radar. And that's what made it dangerous. Most buyers didn't even know it existed. Around 4,000, 5,000 were sold yearly depending on the year. And today, they're rare because people didn't save them. They drove them hard. And who could blame them? Now here's a wild card. The 19821986 Camaro Berlinetta. It was more tech-focused than performance-driven, but still counts as muscle in spirit. The Berlinetta had a futuristic interior with electronic gauges, digital readouts, and the now famous floating stereo control panel that moved left or right. Under the hood, it had a modest 5 LV8, but it wasn't about speed, it was about style. Only a few thousand were made per year, and it's become a cult favorite among fans of ADS tech. And then, oh man, the 1989 Pontiac 20th Anniversary Turbo Trans Am. This car doesn't get enough love. Pontiac borrowed the turbocharged V6 from the Buick GNX and stuffed it into a white Trans Am, complete with Indy 500 pace car graphics. Only 1,555 units were made, and it could run a quarter mile in under 14 seconds. Straight from the factory in 1989, that was borderline insane. It looked classy, but packed serious heat. A perfect sleeper. One more curveball. The Chevy 10 Durango package. It wasn't a muscle car in the traditional sense, but it was part of GM's early experiments with sport trucks. This package added unique decals, interior upgrades, and a distinctive grille. It didn't pack big horsepower, but it laid the groundwork for trucks like the Cyclone and Typhoon in the 90S. Very few were made, and even fewer survive today. So, what does all this tell us? The 1,980S weren't dead for muscle cars. They were just evolving. GM found clever ways to bring performance, style, and attitude into a tough era. They made some mistakes. They took some risks. But in the process, they created some unforgettable machines, many of which most people have never even heard of. If you spot one of these unicorns in the wild, tip your hat, because you're looking at a true survivor, one that deserves a whole lot more love than it usually gets. Thanks for hanging out with us. If you enjoyed this list of rare GM muscle machines from the ADS, hit that like button and subscribe for more automotive deep dives. Got a favorite from today's lineup? Or did we miss one you think should have made the list? Let us know in the comments. We'd love to hear it. Until next time, keep it classic.